What's up, my beautiful, 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 beautiful people? I seen a thing not too long ago. It's probably going to be the cover photo. But it says narcissists have low self-worth. And you, as a people pleaser, as you probably were, you probably had low self-esteem. So that love and care and adoration you have for that person, like my mama's been saying it, but it's like, no, mom, you know what I'm talking about. You made that person feel wonderful and lovable and worth a fuck. That was your doing. I'm not trying to trigger you. I'm not saying you created the narcissist, but the narcissist fed off your love, the grade A supply, because to everyone else, it's just whoever, but to you, oh, I'm gonna save her. That's my girl. I met her during a bad time. I can't believe nobody else wants to help her. You 400 pounds, breathing heavy, and all that. And so that's crazy. But I guess if you're not getting attention and you're not getting affection, even a motherfucker that's 400 pounds, telling you that you're pretty and doing all this and all that for you, I guess that would, swell your ego up and shit. So I get it. You're going to have to plug this motherfucker in, or you might have to, yeah. Here, I'll turn the car on so you can get some juice. Hold on, where my keys at? Yo, focus key, see? When I was driving that right there, they knew that focus wasn't gonna get up there. They could say what they wanted to say. They ain't had no way to combat it. But when I pulled up, that's why they looked at me with that crazy look. Trying to, well, who you looking at like that, bitch? That's what I was supposed to do. But your boy a little bit smarter than that. You got a flame found. I'm a little bit more country than that. Big old hearts. Bitch, I loved you. I would've sucked your farts. I ain't lying, fam. One time I was down there slurping away. She said, watch out, baby, I got a fart. I said, no, fuck it. I'm gonna act like it's a bong rip. You just go ahead and fart, and I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was nasty motherfucker, man. But it's shit like that. You made that person feel that like no one has ever made them feel before. Like, I know you hear it before, but you gotta realize the stories they told you, which may or may not be true, but you see why, as you have your relationship with them, why they had nobody else. So that, then you gotta realize that was their longest relationship and also yours. You can't let that bother you. So my longest relationship was with somebody who didn't give a fuck about me at all, and I just didn't see it and didn't recognize, no, you didn't, because you weren't supposed to. Like, they knew that you cared for them. They knew that you were willing to do whatever. Well, how? Because you proved it time and time again. So don't ever think they left you because they didn't know that you cared. They knew that you cared. If the kids somehow see this, like other people's kids and children's, and even mine, don't be smoking cigarettes and shit. This shit's bad for you, but I'm stressed out, but it's all coming together. So you gotta understand, these people already know what the jig is and what they've done to you. That's why if it was that situation, they would have went to the closest place instead of the furthest place, knowing you can't get there. See, it was all strategic. Since they lied about, that drop and gimme, they had no idea. But yes, these people have low self-worth and they have a lack of empathy. So although that you give them the greatest love they ever had, you were the best man or best woman they ever had, that you put up with this and you put up with that, they don't care. You know, it's like when you ask for I remember asking for an apology, and I was like, no, you gonna post it on Facebook and you gonna write me one. That motherfucker got so mad I asked for an apology, but I didn't know. You know, I even helped her lie. Yes, apologize for stealing the money. Don't apologize for stealing my money, going and bouncing on dick all man. You know what I'm saying? Because a motherfucker left a phone there meeting up with Adrian and shit. And you look this nigga up, this nigga's like 50, like he's still a gangbanger, and it's like, oh, because she has low self-worth, she thinks those are the best type of men she can have. And then since I have low self-esteem, I think that a person with low self-worth that didn't have nobody or nothing each time I had them, I thought, you know, me building them up and showing them this and that they were going to love me in return. And, well, you know, I thought they already liked me because, you know, we're hunching and we had a history. But no. These people fed off the love that you give them. And they didn't even love you in return. You made them feel great and grand and treasured and valued and desired and cherished and loved and protected. But since they have low self-worth, they don't think they're worthy of any of it. And since they don't have any empathy, they don't care what they do to you despite all that you've done for them. Because, like, they learned how I learned. You know, what do you mean? It was about a month for me because she was going through my phone because I said, this motherfucker's expensive. Why are you talking about me? What are you talking about? I ain't saying, but you are expensive. You know, I spent $200 on you on some clothes when I only meant to spend like, you know, $100. Your bus ticket. Hell, when I go to McDonald's now, what's more expensive? That's what I meant. I don't know how that's a fight, but that's what it come of. That's what come of it. And it's like, motherfucker, like, and yeah, I'll find where I posted on Facebook, and I'll because I don't have to lie. But a liar lies, and a liar, because like I'm telling you, I remember watching that Cat Williams interview with that motherfucker. It's up for all liars at 2024. It's up for all liars. And he meant that shit. All the lies and trickery and deception they done to you is being unveiled. It's being seen. And like I said, as you sat there in bewilderment, oh my goodness, the person I love the most, chose to do this to me, they'll be like, damn. The person who loved me the most and just wanted to take care of me and make me proud, I'm in this situation because I wanted to fuck them over. I could easily be waiting on this man or person to get off work, gobble me on up, slurp me down, and be relaxed with none of this bullshit. But I listen to my jealous friends, and they put me in this situation. It's not your fault that someone took the love that you had and used it against you. You didn't know it was possible. I didn't know it was possible. It's not your fault. Good days and bad days. Now that you learn to be patient with yourself, now that you learn to be kind with yourself, now it's time to forgive yourself. You didn't know what you didn't know. It's your boy Big Boat. And I love y'all, man. And I promise you, we still out here. And do y'all like my red turban? Ikan Kar. Namaste.